Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rosie and if you are new here, please do subscribe. So I've had this video idea for a little while and I kind of thought it was about time that I shared, and I feel inspired to kind of give some advice today. So it's going to be 10 pieces of advice that I would give to my 20-ish year old self. Things that I kind of wish I knew then, what I know now. And I just want to start this video off by saying that obviously everything that I've been through, all the decisions that I've made, good or bad, all the ways that I acted, things that I did, things that I didn't do, everything has led me to where I am now, in a happily married relationship, about to go travelling, absolutely loving my life. So it's not that I would go back and change things, it's just that maybe if I'd have changed things, maybe I would have got to where I am now faster. Again, not saying I'll change anything, absolutely love where I'm at now, I'm happy. But this is more just advice that I would give to myself previously, or maybe anybody else who might be watching who's in their 20s might want some advice. So my advice number one is to save money. Now, I feel like when I was younger, I didn't understand the value of money. I just kind of spent it whenever I got it. For like Christmases, birthdays, anytime I got money, I would spend it. And I had my first job when I was 15. Again, I would kind of work however many hours it was a week, not many, probably 10 hours a week. I think it was only about £2 an hour. So about £20 a week, something like that. It was really not a lot. And I would just basically earn that money, then spend it straight away. I didn't kind of understand saving. I didn't see the point in saving. I just didn't think that my future self would want me to have money saved up. I don't know what I was thinking, but I've only really started saving seriously, I would say, the past kind of 3 to 5 years. And it's definitely something that I wish I had done earlier on, from my teenage years all up through my 20s, because if I had, I'd probably have a good amount of money right now sat in a bank somewhere, which I don't have. So yeah, if you can, start saving as soon as possible. Any kind of money that you get for your birthdays, for Christmases, any money that you earn yourself, anything like that, try and put it to one side and don't spend all of it. I was in a very much a spending headspace, like it's all I did was to spend money rather than save it. So that would be my first piece of advice, is to save as much money as you can for your future self, for later on down the line, for 10 years time. And I know it sounds crazy to think about when you're 20 to save for when you're 30. Had I done that, I would probably have a good pot of money at the moment. My second piece of advice is to drink less. Now, I don't know if this is such a big thing these days with kids these days. I know that makes me sound like an old person, but when I was like 15 to 25, my main focus was drinking. I'll be honest, I was drinking, I was going out partying, I was dancing till 5 in the morning, going to all the clubs, kissing all the boys. I was kind of just having fun, which I don't regret at all. I'm glad I did that then rather than now, because I'm really not interested now in going to clubs and drinking and partying. I'm way too old for that, way too over it. Like, other things are important to me now. So it was important to me at the time, and I'm glad I did it and I'm glad I had fun. But I do wish I had drank less. Like, I could have gone on all those nights out and drank half as much and probably had more fun, because I'd be less intoxicated and less sick the next day. So yeah, my second piece of advice would definitely be to drink less and still have probably more fun. Okay, my third piece of advice for myself would be to be more independent. Now, I feel like I was very shy, I was quite insecure. I kind of always needed somebody with me. So I remember wanting to go in the surf club, and because I didn't know anybody in the surf club, I didn't go for the first year of university. I only went in second year because one of my other friends wanted to do it as well. Had I gone in the first year, I could have met more friends and met more people and kind of done something for myself that I wanted to do, but I was just so shy and scared. So yeah, definitely try and be more independent and try and do more things on my own, maybe travel on my own, go to events on my own, go out on my own, travel on my own, all of these things. I wish I'd been more independent when I was younger, as I am now. Now, obviously I've learned how to do that now, but it would have been a good skill to have in my 20s to kind of get out there more and do more things for myself and not be afraid to be alone. Okay, so my fourth piece of advice that I would give to myself is that you are not fat. Now, this is a bit of a touchy subject. I had an eating disorder when I was around 18. I think it was the stress of going to university. I don't really remember a whole lot of it, I think because I've kind of blocked it out of my memory. And this is the first time I'm talking about it on YouTube. So it's a little bit awkward for me. But yeah, I used to think I was huge, and I don't know, I look back at pictures now and I was so skinny, I was so tiny. People told me all the time that I was tiny and I had the perfect body because I had big boobs, but I had skinny waist and skinny everything else. And I just didn't believe it. I just thought I was a whale. Yeah, I would tell myself that you are not fat, you are beautiful, and no matter what size or shape or figure you have, you are beautiful as you are. And that's what makes you you. You're gorgeous and you're special. Okay, number 5 is to do what you love. Now, I studied textiles at university because that's kind of what I'd done at college. And then in my first year of university, I did a foundation course and I loved photography. But I thought to myself, well, I don't want to be a wedding photographer. And I don't know, I've done textiles already, so I'll do that, I guess. Even though I really loved photography and I kind of wish I had done photography at university. Again, I wouldn't change it because doing textiles meant that I met Jeremy in Sydney, Australia, and that's kind of led to my whole life that I've got now. So I wouldn't change it, but I do wish that maybe I had studied photography and learnt it, because I've kind of spent the past 6 years teaching myself photography, teaching myself everything I know. And had I gone to university, I would have the skills that I have now, but probably better and a lot faster. I'd probably have contacts, I'd probably have more jobs, I'd probably be doing it full time, and as it's my passion, it's something I really, really love. I kind of wish I'd realised at the time in university that I can switch my majors and I can switch which degree I'm doing and maybe focused on photography instead. I kind of learnt enough now. I think I don't need to go back to university to do a master's, but I would recommend to everybody just to follow your heart and do actually what you love and not what you feel like you should love or what you should be doing. I kind of think that because on my foundation course, I'd made friends with people who were doing textiles because we kind of put into groups of what we wanted to do, but then we still also did other things as well. And because I'd already made those friends, I thought, well, I should do textiles because then I'll have these friends. And I've already done textiles at college, so I already have the basics. And I've already done textiles at home with my mum and my grandma, so I kind of already know how to stitch and sew. So it kind of made sense for me to do textiles, even though I think photography was a thing that I would have enjoyed more, because I've not done textiles since I left university. So obviously there was some mismatch there. So basically find what you love and just go ahead and do it. Like, you don't need permission from anyone. I'm giving you permission if you need it. You don't need permission from anyone. You don't need to make anybody else happy. You don't need to do something just because you've made friends doing that course or in that job or doing this thing. You can branch out and do what you want to do. You'll make new friends. You'll enjoy life even more if you're doing something that you're passionate about and something that you love. Number 6 is to start a YouTube channel. Now, I started watching YouTube, I think when I was at university, so a good like 10, 11 years ago. And I loved it and I thought it was brilliant and I thought it was so creative and fun, and I wish I'd started then because I wanted to. And I wanted to start in Paris, but I didn't, and I wanted to start when I lived in the south of France. I uploaded one video probably about 5 or 6 years ago now. It got 400 views overnight and I freaked out, deleted my YouTube, deleted the video, didn't tell anybody, didn't even tell my husband. I was so embarrassed and I just got rid of it. And I wish I'd started earlier because I think it's given me more confidence about myself, and it's just something that I love and it's something that I can be creative with. And so that kind of ties into the last one, is to find something you love and do it. So I wish I'd had the bollocks to, sorry my French, I wish I'd had the bollocks to start a YouTube channel, start uploading videos, start being creative, start doing that, because had I done that 10 years ago, I'd probably have 10 million followers by now, like Zoe Sugg and Tanya Burr and all the rest of them that started 10 years ago. But I think because I didn't know anybody else that was into YouTube or that would even consider doing that, I don't think anybody would have understood it. I just worried too much about what other people were thinking rather than about making myself happy and doing something that I would have enjoyed. So yeah, try not to worry about other people, do what you love, and my advice would have been to start a YouTube channel 10 years ago when I wanted to. Okay, number 7 is believe in yourself. I think I had very small dreams for myself. I wanted to be a housewife and kind of stay at home. I wasn't career driven. I didn't really know what would make me happy. I didn't really want to rock the boat or do anything crazy. I don't know. I think I just didn't have big dreams for myself, and I didn't believe that I could do anything. And now, where I'm at now in life, I know that I can do absolutely anything. I can speak French, which I never thought would happen. I can have my own business. Again, didn't think that would ever happen. I can make my own money. I can do all these different things. I can travel on my own. I can do like lots of different things that I didn't really think were possible. I can do them, and I've kind of proven to myself that I can. So I wish I'd known when I was 18, 19, 20 and all throughout my 20s to believe in myself a little bit more and be more confident. So number 8 is to not accept bullshit from guys, and this could be guys or girls depending on what you're into. I think I stayed in certain relationships longer than I should have done. Like, I treated guys like shit, guys treated me like shit, and I kind of think, yeah, I wish I hadn't done that. I had somebody who would call me names on a regular basis and I just kind of put up with it and would say, I don't enjoy that. Please don't do it again, it'll happen again, and I just kept forgiving them. And I'm worth so much more than being called names, and so are you. So if you're in some sort of abusive relationship, something that's not nice, something that doesn't feel right, you can get out of it. You don't have to put up with it. There is somebody out there for you who is wonderful. Like I found my Jeremy, you will find your Jeremy as well, or your whoever it is. So yeah, just not to put up with bullshit from guys, honestly, or girls, whoever it is, but just stand up for yourself, find a loving relationship and somebody who treats you right and someone who you absolutely adore and they absolutely adore you as well. Okay, so number 9 is kind of similar to the other ones, is that you can do literally anything. And I think when I was at high school, I think I got like an E in French. So I was awful. I only got an E because I copied from my friend. I didn't understand French, I couldn't speak it, I just was awful. And now I'm pretty fluent. I wouldn't say I was bilingual, but I can have conversations in French, obviously with my husband being French. So I never thought that was possible, and I'm doing it. And I never thought I'd have my own business, and I'm doing it. I didn't think I would be on YouTube, and I'm doing it. I didn't think I'd travel alone, and I'm doing it. I didn't think I would live in Miami. I did it. Like, you can literally do anything, especially these days with the internet. I feel like when I was younger, like in my teenage years, the internet was very, very new. We had MSN, we had Google, of course, but it was still very new. There wasn't Instagram, there wasn't TikTok, there was YouTube about 10 years ago, probably, but all these things only just started when I was kind of growing up. So I think for now, for kids these days, the possibilities are absolutely endless of what you can do. Like, you can literally do anything. You can start your own business, put it on TikTok, go viral, and have a huge company within weeks or months or however long it's going to take. So you can literally do anything. If you want to be a fashion designer, if you want to fly to the moon like Jeff Bezos and the Virgin guy, Richard Branson, you can have your own business, you can travel the world, you can be a digital nomad, you can live everywhere, you can live in one place, you can buy a house, you can have kids, you can do the highest job, you can do the lowest job, you can literally do anything. And I don't think I realised that at the time. I think I just kind of thought life was going to be a bit bland and a little bit normal, let's say. And I think I've realised that life is so exciting, there's so much you can do, and you can literally do anything. And my plans and my ideas and my dreams change so much. I always have new things I want to do, new things I want to try and accomplish and learn about. Learning about, that's just a reminder. Okay, one more thing, I'm going to add one in here, is to learn more. When I was at university, again, I spoke about this, I drank all the time, I was out partying all the time, that was my priority, and I didn't really care about learning or about being in university or about studying. And as I've gotten older, I love to learn. And I think, I am dyslexic. And at school and university, I didn't really realise, and it took me a little while to kind of get diagnosed as dyslexic. So learning the traditional way was hard for me, whereas I think the school of YouTube, which everybody should be at, just learning from YouTube, I've learned so much, and I love learning new things. I'm hoping to learn about interior design soon. I'd love to maybe build my own company, whether it's fashion or interior design or creating products. I want to have some sort of product coming soon, not soon, in the next like 5 years, I'd say. But yeah, just to learn more, learn as much as you can about as much as you want. And I feel like every time you learn something new, it's always going to help you in the long run at some point anyway. So, you know, whether you learn about how to build an online store, if that business fails, I'm sure you'll use it in 2 years' time for another business where you want to have an online store. Or, you know, I think everything you learn always adds up and helps you in the future projects. So I'm adding that one in there as a little sneaky number 10. So that means that number 11 is to meet more people. So again, when I was at university, I kind of made this group of friends who were doing textiles. So I thought, okay, I have to do textiles. And then I met my group of people in my halls of residence. So I just stuck friends with those people from my halls of residence. I didn't go out and meet new friends. I didn't go to extracurricular activities, like I said, with surfing. I only went because my other friend wanted to go, and then I pretty much stuck to her the whole time, and we made friends, but like as a duo rather than on my own. I don't know, and I just feel like had I made more friends at college and at university and even in my 20s, just gone out and met more people intentionally, gone out to events thinking, okay, I'm going to go to this meetup event, I'm going to go to this Daybreaker event. I don't know if that existed 10 years ago, probably not. I'm going to go to this networking event, I'm going to go to this thing, whatever it is, and meet more people. I think the more people you meet, the more opportunities you have. Also, the more likely you are to find your tribe and your people. I feel like at university, I just kind of was friends with people because they were in my halls or in my course. I didn't go out and meet my own friends who were interested in things that I was interested in. I was just kind of friends with whoever was around me. Kind of same thing happened in France. I went to an English meetup event, met a couple of girls there, and then they were my rock when I was in France. They were my friends, and I didn't go out and meet other friends. I didn't go out and make French friends or other English girls or anything like that. I had this like core set of friends, and that was it. So I kind of think had I met more people, I'd have maybe had more friends, more opportunities, and met more of my tribe and people who are interested in things that I'm interested in as well. I feel like I did this in Miami, going to Daybreaker, going to cleanup events, going to networking events. I kind of met a lot of different people. And the more people you meet, the more likely you are to meet people who are on your wavelength and people that you absolutely love. So that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up down below. Let me know in the comments section which piece of advice you would give to your 20-year-old self. Would you give any of these pieces of advice, or would you say something different? Let me know, let's have a discussion. Thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you very soon. Bye.